Where we're called to live is very conflicting to the way the world lives. It's this major conflict on all sides, not just on a societal level, but it can bleed into the closest people to you, your family. They do things that you're called to stay away from, but you have to live with them in the same house. First of all, I'd like to thank my Lord Jesus Christ for giving me this moment. It's difficult to be a Christian because it's hard not to conform to the standard of this world. As Christians, we have so much opposition. When I say opposition, I'm not necessarily meaning people you trade bullets with. I mean, the way we're called to live is very conflicting to the way the world lives. It's so many things. It's this major conflict on all sides. Not just on a societal level, but it can bleed into the closest people to you, your family. They do things that you're called to stay away from, but you have to live with them in the same house. I could give an issue of idolatry, of drunkenness, right? All these types of things. You might have somebody who drinks. Oh, you don't drink because you think you're better than them. They're going to hit you with them lines. It's suffocating. It's very suffocating. We're attacked on all levels. Temptation and traps are everywhere. The things I see on the media. So for example, on Netflix, they always got a sex scene in there. If you're someone who's trying to stay pure until marriage, it becomes very difficult because it's normalized in every kind of show. Kids show everywhere, it's normalized. As if it's not something that's supposed to be sacred. I know some of y'all looking at me like, bro, wake up. We live in 2020. I'm like, yeah, just because we live in 2020 doesn't necessarily make something right. And some of y'all be like, yo, bro, you're not a kid. It's just kissing. Well, last time I checked, I be seeing tits out of nowhere, bro. Tits. You could hit me with it, bro. It's just girls in bikinis. But you can't keep tolerating things. That's how it starts, with small things. Next thing you know, people is out here doing it. On Netflix, bro. What's the difference between Netflix and some of them other sites, bro? It's not safe out here for a Christian, bro. It's not safe at all. But it's not just that. It's the movies we watch. I'm a guy that really likes action. Back in the day, it would be the good guy goes and fights the bad guys and wins. Nowadays, the way these writers, filmmakers, they're making me like the bad guy, bro. Like, the bad guy is a bad guy and he does bad stuff and I like him. I was like, bro, what is this? Why you torturing me, you know? It's like, imagine supporting Diddy, bro. Imagine Diddy is the main character and you gotta go through that and you gotta like that, bro. That's how I feel like it is. Things like violence and adultery, covetousness, all those types of petty sins, they're all just glamorized, normalized. But live in a world where some people don't even... I know I'm coming off crazy to some of y'all people. You're probably thinking like, bro, come on, bro, that's normal. Yeah, but just because something is normalized doesn't make it right. This is the challenge that I face as a Christian. I guess I'd ask you, are you willing to give up Netflix? Because if something causes you to sin, then you gotta cut it off. If you have violent tendencies, are you willing to give up those action movies? Because they might actually fuel that tendency that you have. If you struggle with idolatry, are you willing to stop watching all the movies with main characters kissing, you know, shows? I used to really like the Green Arrow, but this boy was kissing a different girl every scene, every episode, he was hitting a different girl. Are you willing to give that up? Are you willing to give up that vape pen? Some of these friends you got, they're out here getting high every single day. Are you willing to give them up? There's this fight. You're pressed. Let me hang out with this person. You find out they got their own vice. I'm not saying I don't have my own vices. I'm not saying as a Christian that you're perfect, you won't have your own vices. I'm saying is, are you willing to cut it off? Because that's what we're called to do. Are you willing to cut it off? If it makes you stumble, are you willing to just cut it off? Are you willing to say, hey, I love you, but we can't really be hanging out no more because you could make me fall into temptation. Are you willing to say that? Are you willing to get off Instagram? You know? Because I think it is a place that can really build jealousy. Because everybody just be posting their best. But in reality, we all know that's not a reality, you know? Are you willing to delete that? Are you willing to get off TikTok? Are you willing to just give up everything? Give up people, give up your job. Because some of your bosses will... I remember my bosses would always like throw around F words. And mind you, this time I'm trying to stay away from that kind of language, right? I'm trying to build up my lingo into holy lingo. But nah, bros, every minute, nigga this, F that. What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up everything? Are you even willing to give up your own family members? And when I say give up, I'm not saying stop loving them or whatever. But I just mean distance. Are you willing to come to that fact and be like, yo, I love you, you're related to me, I care about you, but that sin in you, I just can't keep living with that around me. I can't. It entices me. It tempts me. It does something to me. Are you willing to be honest and make that choice? Because it is difficult. And some of the people that you might look up to, I have homeboys that I really like this homeboy. The things they do though is I might admire you in some ways, but homeboy, I don't care if we ain't gotta be homeboys no more, but I can't keep going on like this, you know? The point I think I want someone to understand you is you can't change people. People change themselves. But what you can change and what you can control is you. If someone is tempting you, if being around someone tempts you, then you gotta cut it off. And I know there is this temptation to try and change them. Usually the best thing to do in that situation is to change you. And you change you by running away. And that's the thing, is most of these things you run away. You don't fight. There's no point in arguing with a friend of their values. Someone has their values. What are you going to do about it? Now what you got to do is choose. Is having this friend valuable for me? Does it align with my values? If it doesn't, then you got to make that choice to cut them off. Are you willing to make that choice? Cut off YouTube, cut off Instagram, cut off TikTok, cut off Twitch, or whatever they got going on these days. Are you willing to cut it all off? Because all these people were influenced by them. Are you willing to cut me off? Yeah, no, I don't think you're willing to cut me off. Man, I gotta go, bro. So, real quick, when I say, are you willing to cut everything off? Don't cut everything off. Don't cut all the people away from your life, please and thank you. You don't even have to cut TikTok out of your life. But when you realize and come to terms that these people are a problem and they're keeping you away from Christ, that's when you have to face that fact and make that hard decision to cut them off. You could have Netflix if it's not a problem for you, if you do not find yourself sinning because of Netflix, or if you do not find it influencing you to do bad things or live and think in a way that contradicts Christ's teachings and you're a Christian, then yeah, when that happens, you need to make the choice to cut those things off that contradict that life that you're called to live.